All right. The last step ever on any type of fiscal period work is to do our post-closing trial balance. I love the post-closing trial balance. What I need you to remember back to is on your worksheet, a trial balance. What is the purpose of any trial balance? It's always to prove debits and credits. What we have done in this chapter so far is we went through and recorded our adjusting entries, got them from our worksheet, did our debits and credits, A and B, matched them up. After you recorded your adjusting entries, you have to post them. In 16.2, we went through and recorded our closing entries. On our closing entries, we looked at everything that had a balance on our income statement and got it to zero. The last thing that we closed was our dividends. Got those to zero. And then after we did that, we posted. Anytime after you post, you have to go through and double check that what you have done is accurate. And that's what we're doing in 16.3 is we're doing a post-closing trial balance. This is the very last step to make sure before we start our next year's financial statements that our debits and credits equal. So that's what we're going to do here. Now, I kind of like this 16.3 here because they give you the names of the accounts, but they don't tell you if they're a debit or credit. It really makes you think back to what side of the accounting equation they're on to see if they have a debit or credit balance. I like that. I know it makes you think a little bit more, but you'll decide. So, for the current year, December 31st balances from Visual Arts Center balance sheets are listed here, and I'm going to guide you through how to complete this. So, prepare a post-closing trial balance. Very first line is always the name of our organization, which is going to be Visual Arts Center. The next one is going to be the name of our document. This is post-closing trial balance. The third line is always the date. Our post-closing trial balance is always prepared on a specific day. Basically, we say on this one day, this is what our balances are. And it's always going to be the last day of the fiscal period. And in this case, it's going to be December 31st of the current year. Now, all of these, which they got from our general ledger, which you are going to need to do on another assignment, it's going to be huge and it's going to take you a long time. I know, but I like it. You have to go through and list all of your accounts and you have to figure out where they came from. Some of your assignments coming up are going to be ginormously huge and you need to plan ahead and it's going to be very detailed work, but you can do it. I know you can. Okay, I'm going to go in here, put in my first account, which is going to be cash. Cash is an asset. Assets have a debit balance. Then I have my next account, which is petty cash, or pretty cash if I want to spell it. And that has a debit balance of $350. Then I have accounts receivable. Accounts receivable is a controlling account which controls everything else in the subsidiary ledger for accounts receivable. Accounts receivable is an asset, has a debit balance. Merchandise inventory, those are our products that we're going to turn around and sell. That is an asset. We own it. It has value. Debit balance. Supplies office. Supplies is an asset. Debit balance. Supplies store. Again, asset, debit balance. Prepaid insurance. Asset, we own the insurance policy and it has value. Next one, accounts payable. Accounts payable, liability. Liabilities have a credit normal balance. Accounts payable is a controlling account, just like accounts receivable. It is the overall summary of everything within the subsidiary ledger of accounts payable. Sales tax payable. Again, it's very easy to identify your liabilities because they always have the word payable in them. They are going to be credited. Capital stock is $100,000, or in this case, $100. I guess I can't type today. Then we have retained earnings. $113,840.50. Again, that is a credit. These they are getting really truly from our subsidiary ledger. Now what do I need to do? Add them up. Take out your calculator. Add them up. See if they equal. If they don't equal, somewhere, somehow you've made a mistake, whether or not it's physically copying the number over from your ledger onto here, or if you made a mistake in the math after you've recorded your adjustments. Whatever you need to do, check the math. Going through and adding mine in here. See if I can make a mistake. Most likely I can. But that should be correct. And that is how you do Work Together 16.3. Now, you are going to have some big assignments coming up. Not even going to deny it. So, when you start looking at completing these, plan ahead, details. I am not going to be able to check your assignment every 5 seconds to see what your score is. But your mastery problem, you have to go through and record your adjusting entries and closing entries, and then you have to post them. After you've gone through and done that, then you're going to have to do a post-closing trial balance, and they all to go together. If you made a mistake in one section, it's going to roll forward, and it'll be a pain. You have to take the time to go through and find and fix your mistakes. There's no other way around it. So don't ask me to check your grade every 5 minutes, because I'm not going to be able to do that. It takes a long time to go through and find and fix those mistakes. Be detail-oriented, go through. But I will help you, but I just can't check grades all the time.